Hey and welcome back to another devlog video. So I've wanted to start kickboxing for a while now, but because of the pandemic that's basically impossible right now. So instead I'm going to implement punching into my game. Wait, no, scratch that. So you know I spend a lot of time on my character controller. Well, this devlog I'm going to be making a new one, because this one didn't feel mobile enough and I want to feel like a mix between Stick Fight the Game and Gang Beast. I'm also getting kind of bored of the old skins, so I'm going to change that. So I made this model in Blender inspired by my avatar, and it's not perfect, but I'm going to improve it as my modeling skills improve, and if they keep improving at the rate they do now, well then I'm in luck, because I'll never have to change it. There's only one thing missing right now though, and that's a texture, and because I'm an expert of course, that's very easy to implement, so I just click this and then that, and okay, it's not working. So I apply the texture all by myself without the help of Google because, well, as I said, I'm an expert. But I can't seem to get the texture exported, which is kinda annoying, so for now I'm just going to export it without a face, which is kinda creepy, but I mean it works, so why not? First thing I did was change my character into a ragdoll, and of course first thing you do when you have a ragdoll is place 1,000 of them and drop them all from a very high height, making a pile of bodies, because, well, who doesn't want to see that? So that's what I did. After having fun for a few hours placing ragdolls and dropping them from different heights, I started with the ability to move around. And basically how it works is it just applies a force in the opposite direction that you want to go, which is going to move it forwards. But because he can't feel his legs or his arms, he quickly evolved into a snake. So to stop that from happening, I just gave him the ability to move his legs. And the way that works is by making a second player, which is going to be animated, and then the first player just moves along with the animated player, and that way it's going to move its legs or its arms or whatever you want to have moved. And I quickly got that working. I just placed a left leg and duplicated it into a left leg 1, and then just animated that, and he's no longer moving around like he's a snake, which is a good thing because, well, we're not making a snake simulator of course. It's snowing outside right now, so I'm going to go outside because that rarely happens where I am, so I'll continue working on the game tomorrow. I'm bored. So let's make something I wanted to make for a while, and that's a turret. So first thing I did was make this model, and to be honest I'm quite proud of it. I don't know, it just looks pretty cool in my opinion. Then I made a quick little script which makes it always look at the closest player. And the way that works is by giving it a collider, and the collider just keeps on growing until it collides with something that has a tag of player. So that's how it knows which player is close to it. And whenever that player dies or something like that, then it just does the same again until it finds another player. Which obviously we don't want that to happen, because then it can just detect the player from like 1,000 kilometers away. And we don't want that of course, so I just set a limit to it, and now it's just going to be limited to a few dozen meters or something like that. Stop looking at me, creep. Stop it. Come on, stop it. I'm going to go to police if you don't. Stop looking at me. You can't shoot yet though, but before I do that, I'm going to make a test build in which I can test everything, because, well, a test build looks cool. I started by tweaking the post-processing because right now the graphics don't look that good, so I'm just going to tweak it, but I accidentally turned it into a horror game. So after a few days of tweaking all kinds of settings and just pulling random sliders around, I finally got this result, which I'm very happy with. It's kind of got a cartoonish and semi-realistic look to it, which I quite like, so I'm going to keep it, and I might tweak it along the way, but for now this is good. If you've got any feedback about it, just be sure to let me know in the comments down below. So as you can see, we have a gigantic wall, And gigantic walls are perfect for, well, you guessed it, jumping off. But jumping off something looks kind of bland right now, so I just made it so a laser is continuously shot through the ass of the player and continuously checks how high the player is, and whenever that exceeds a certain threshold, it just turns the player into a complete ragdoll mode, and that makes jumping off something way more fun. But for now, to get on top of a wall, I have to drag the player on top of it, which people won't be able to do in a full game, of course. So what I did was add climbing. And climbing is very inspired by Gang Beasts because, well, I'm too lazy to come up with my own system. Get it? Come up, because you have to climb up. No? Okay. First I implemented a system which allowed you to grab onto things and climb onto walls. And because I'm a professional, it works the first time. And I definitely didn't accidentally turn my character into Superman. Wait, no, you're not supposed to see that. Get it out of here. So as you can see, it worked first try and definitely didn't take me like 2 days. I'm lying, it did. But now it's impossible to get on top of a wall because, well, you can't move your arms enough to get on top of it. So in Gang Beasts, how they solve it is by making it so if you double press X, for example, then you get boost on top of the wall. So I'm going to implement that, but for some reason I can't get double tap to work, so I'm just going to be assigning square to it, and as you can see, it works. In the minigame we made last devlog, link in the description, go watch it. You get shot by cannonballs, but there was no way to dodge it in the last second. Close the game for your homies. So what I did was make a dodge move in which you just jump forward, and okay, it's not working. So yeah, I made a dash, which was definitely what I was trying to make. It's not like I was trying to make a dodge, but it didn't work. Now I tried to make a dash. Yeah, that's what I did. There's only one problem though. Whenever you try to dash too close to a wall, you just get teleported inside of it, and you get stuck and then fly out to space. And that's fine and all if you're a spaceman, but I'm not and I like breathing, so I'm going to fix this bug. The way I'm going to fix this is by shooting a laser that has the same length as the distance you can dash, and whenever it hits, it means that the player is too close to a wall and will get thrown into orbit if it dashes. So the game is like, nah bro, you can dash. Told you. But now that we have dashing implemented, that's going to be all for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed, and be sure to like it if you liked it, subscribe if you subscribed it, and comment what you liked about it, I guess. I don't know, just comment whatever you want, or don't comment. Yeah. Okay, so see you next time.